Hello, Dirty Lobster here, bringing you a Supreme Commander 2 game featuring the Dat as the blue Cybran, Ruffle King as the red Cybran, and Dark Assassin as the purple UEF. Dat is, I'm just going to speed this up while we're going through the economy. Jack is kind of forcing me to do this replay commentary because I guess he might be a bit biased since he played it. He knows what's going to happen and whatnot. And he also said that it's been a long time since I did it. I guess he thinks I'm a lazy bastard. Well, anyway, I'm gonna slow it down just a tad. You saw Jack building two early factories to get a quick land advantage. He's Cybran after all. Go land when you're Cybran. And we saw a Ruffle King starting off with an early air factory and a land factory in the front, so the air factory is probably just for scouting purposes. And Dark's committing fully into land, and it seems like he's going tanks. Let's slow that down a bit more. Ruffle King scouting both forward pylons. Usually you scout the backs. Why aren't you scouting the back, Ruffle? Are you actually just going to grief them by bombing their comm? That is my trick. That is what you do to make them constantly hear, Commander under attack. Stop doing it. There he goes. Into the back. Not very far into the back though, and for some reason he wants to attack a mass point. But he hit the energy generator. Kinda missed that there, but sent out a scout in each direction, and both scouts died. Logically. Ruffle King seems to be going the traditional mix Brackman Loyalist. Good mix, a very good mix for Cybran indeed. Ja seems to be going only Loyalists. Loyalist spam actually works, and look at this. A squadron of Loyalists in the back. That looks surprisingly similar to a game we recently had when I had quite a lot of Loyalists in the back to fend off airdrops. Kind of assumed that to be it. I actually thought that would be an air factory for a transport, but nope. Ruffle, Dark Assassin, is also prepared for any kind of drop. He has a radar in both the north and south end of his back base. And since Ruffle has an air scout, he doesn't really have to fear airdrops that much. Dark Assassin taking control of the middle here and sending up a mobile missile launcher to try and grief Jack a bit, but no, he's not actually manually telling them what to attack, so they're just shooting randomly, not hitting anything. Oh. No. It seems like Dark has enticed a bit of a three-way dance here. No one's really attacking. Everyone's a bit cautious here. No one wants to be the first one to attack. It's really... You really don't want... you only want to be the first one to attack if you can kill but not get damaged. Because you want the research from killing, but you don't want to lose units, because especially in a 3-player free-for-all, because if you get crippled early, you are so very doomed, because the other person not having engaged will just roll all the way over you. And another factory being built by Ruffle there, and Dark Assassin's finally building that factory that he had queued up for ages, and a skirmish between Ruffle and Dark, and oh, that was really close there. Very slow tanks almost got eaten by the Brackman artillery there. Very, very close indeed for Dark to lose almost half his army. Seems like since Jack knows they've been weakened, Jack wants a piece of the action as well, but oh my, did he lose a lot of loyalists there in that first Brackman volley, and he's not doing that well in the micro, so Ruffle came out victorious here, but he did lose quite a few units as well, and Dark is coming in to finish up a bit of the work here, it seems. Ruffle moving up with his comm as well. Is he actually... That was a very early comm bomb. Ruffle King's going to be at a research disadvantage now. Let's hope that comm bomb was actually worth it. quick building of a radar here in the back. That shows that these three players actually do have quite a routine in their backbone, because you do not want to lose out on intel. And oh my! Here comes Jack with a nanobot weapon on his commander. That is terrifying for anyone going land. That is a massive AoE DOT cannon, just destroying land forces. Quite easily countered if you're a Cybran. Adapter shields completely nerfs it, considering adapter shields are best against AoE. P shields of the UF, not so much, considering the P shield actually lets projectiles detonate on top, damaging all other shields beneath. And look at this! An air gantry from Dark Assassin. I am guessing that it's the experimental transport. Could be the DASA 1000, not sure. Depends a bit on how many research points Dark has wasted. He did probably get a few points from damaging the Ruffles comm and then it blowing up. And look at that, another gantry. Everyone has sunk their research points into something other than their armies. That is interesting. No one is going for traditional, training, agility, whatnot, like the afterburn on the UF or jump jets of the Cybran or power detonate. They're all going for something massive like experimentals or big expensive comm upgrades. Jack's taking a lot of beating here from the planes, but it does have AA towers and a shield so that he can run to. And I think he has the movement speed upgrade as well on his comm, so not that much of an issue for him. Cybran AA towers are just the best ever. They're so powerful. Let's see. Yep, that's the experimental transport from Ruffle. He wants that comm get dead. Cybran experimental transports are really good for dealing with single target. And oh, that was not what I thought it would be. That is the Mega Fortress. That is a mobile air factory that can build insanely fast. It can build air units really, really fast and really, really cheap. And also, this is my personal favorite about this experimental. Let's say a land factory of Cybran. If that detonates, it has a death weapon damaging enemy units in a radius of 15 range units. The Mega Fortress crashes with the same radius and just decimates anything on the ground. And considering it has a 15 radius, it actually kills things in the air as well. So if you attack this with planes and it crashes and you're still close, this will actually destroy aircraft as well, which is just beautiful, a beautiful thing to behold. If that Mega Fortress had been in my control, it would have been suicided. I just love doing that to people. Jack being aggressive here, attacking Dark's front pylon. Ruffle's building a lot of engines for some reason. Guess he really wants that gantry to build fast. And that's a lot of bombers coming out of Dark's base. I think Jack might have seen that. I think he might have the comm radar upgrade, considering he turned away so very fast there. Running back to his shield and AA towers. Good choice. It does look like Jack is in a bit of trouble though, because both Dark and Ruffle King are doing counters to him. They don't seem to care a lot about each other. I think Ruffle King is at a massive disadvantage though, because I think the Mega Fortress does a lot of damage to single air units. It has a lot of direct fire or anti-air, or whatever you want to call it when it's experimental. I'll call it direct fire. Or actually, direct fire would be on the ground, wouldn't it? So yeah, AA. And here comes the transports on Jack's comm. And yeah, that's Jack giving up there. I guess he realised there was nothing much he could do with Dark bombing him and the experimental transports going for his commander. Too bad. Bombers won't do much against the experimental transports, but let's see what Mega Fortress V transport does. Look at those transports melt. It's just a massacre. Oh my, Ruffle. And Dark attacking Ruffle here with a lot of bombers, and there's Ruffle giving up as well. Not much you could do about that. Not much at all. Bit disappointed that Dark didn't crash one of them into the land army. It's not economically wise, considering these cost 1,000 mass apiece, but it's just so very fun. You know, I would have done it. Well, victory goes to Dark Assassin, and if you liked this video, you didn't think my voice was too terrifying, you can always like the video and subscribe to Jack's channel, so as Jack always ends his videos, yeah.